Hey everybody, this is Perch, and of course with a lot of videos, there are sometimes negative reactions to those videos. Another thing that happens is that YouTube sometimes takes comments people make and they hold them in this restrictive area. Now, it's, I've gone back and forth with this. I've tried keeping the restricted area completely off, just let everything go through. And what happens is all this spam and porn and basic nonsense starts to come in. So I turn it on and it blocks off that stuff, the bots and all that kind of thing. And that's good because there can be a lot of them. But then it also blocks off just innocent random comments for no apparent reason. And it drives me crazy. Anyway, I will give you a look at those and you can kind of see what I'm dealing with here. But I also just get plain old people who don't like this channel and mail. And so I thought, to give you guys some exposure to what people write me, I'd just show you one of these mails. And what better way to read some hate mail than to have my daughter do it. Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
All right. You ready to read this mail?
Yeah. One question first.
Yeah.
With the bad words, do I say them or do I just say stuff like the F word instead?
That sounds good. Do that, okay?
Okay.
That'll be okay. So we're gonna have you read this. First of all, why would anybody send me hate mail, do you think?
Because they hate you.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Fairly said. All right, well, okay, here's this one. Why don't you go read this one for us?
I might pronounce some things wrong.
Well, that's okay.
Welty, 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 look who is a coward, blocking me from being able to connect from your F-wording, retarded A-word videos, where your limp-wristed beta male crying attitude shows out to the world what is wrong with both the comics industry and the people who talk about comics. This is more than anything else. Perch shows how much of a loser you are and always were. Pathetic, weak-willed, idiotic nature to go, oh no, I can't take an option that is contrary to mine. Losers run from things. Perch is a limerick. I want you to remember from now on, cowards who fight then run away are always cowards every day. This is you, this was always you, and this will be you, a loser who cried about being bullied in school rather than actually fighting back. Is that supposed to be a poem?
I think he's yeah.
That's a bad poem.
It is a bad poem. It is a bad poem. I have to admit, though, I rarely get hate mail in poem form. That's kind of nice, right? I give the guy credit for that. I mean, a limerick, a hate mail limerick, I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, I think he's angry because he's been blocked. I'm not entirely sure he has been blocked.
He's talking about cowards a lot. What does that have to do with it?
Well, because the basic argument here is that people like to come to the channel and say angry things. And then sometimes when they say very angry things, especially to other posters, or if somebody sometimes people say, oh, why don't you block me, bro? I dare you to block me. And then I'm like, well, all right, you asked for it. And then they're like, why did you block me? So it's generally stuff like that. I don't like to block people, though. I'm more than willing to have people come at me, but sometimes they go over the top. And when it gets too aggressive, then it just starts to burn everything else down. It's a tough one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, I'm wondering, what do you think? Because this is a frequent insult, your limp-wristed beta male crying attitude. What do you think that means?
Limp-wristed beta male attitude. Oh, I got it.
Okay.
So it's a beta fish, and it's a boy, and it has very limp wrists.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And, where was it again? Oh.
Limp-wristed beta male crying attitude.
And the beta male is crying.
Okay.
Male beta is crying.
That's a good guess.
He's very limp wrists.
But you couldn't see it because it's a fish in the fish tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How could I not see the beta?
No, you could see the beta, but you couldn't see the beta crying. The beta male crying, because it would be in the water, right?
Yeah.
The tears would be mixing.
Have oily tears then.
That's true. It looked weird. It looked kind of cool, actually, probably, with the water.
Lava lamp.
A lot of people say the limp-wristed beta male, and the thing is, I don't think that's a good insult. It's an insult.
Think before you send dad stuff.
Yeah, there you go. I'm actually still, I don't know, I'm kind of charmed that there's a poem in here. Mm-hmm. A little limerick poem.
Where does it rhyme? Or does it rhyme? Or is it one of those poems that don't rhyme?
It kind of, cowards who fight then run away are always cowards every day.
That's the biggest poem sentence.
Yeah. I don't know. That may be the only, that may just be the limerick, and then the other lines are just more in there.
What is the guy mad at again? I'm not sure
I don't know.
anymore.
Anyway, what is anyone mad about anything anymore? But anyway, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Do you want to read all my hate mail from now on?
Sure.
Okay. Well done. Well, now we're going to look.
Wait,
Oh.
but if you have hate mail to send, make it easy to read, because this was very hard to read.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not that I'm bad at reading, but like, welty. What is welty supposed to mean?
I think it's wellity.
That's too complicated.
It's also
Think before you post.
This guy could be also joking. We don't know.
I hope he's joking.
I don't know. It doesn't matter either way. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the comments that get hung up in by YouTube, because that's a weirder thing to look at.
Okay.
Where is cancel culture when you need it?
Well, she went off to go play. So now we'll look at this this piece here together. Now, what you're seeing right now, I don't know how many of you have seen this. If you've run a channel, this looks familiar to you. This is YouTube Studio, and this is the place you go to see all this kind of stuff. And I want to point out something really quickly that I just hate about their interface. They put this I haven't responded thing. So if I go to Dark Purple Gold Roses right here, listening to Brian Polito and everything else, and I click, heart, cool. Now, if Dark Purple Gold Roses comes along and edits this in any way, it erases the heart, but it also erases it from me seeing it. Because watch, if I refresh the screen, he's gone. And the reason that account's gone is because I hearted it. So this I haven't responded. So now I can uncheck this and it will return, but this is kind of a zoo of a way. And half the time when you comment, it doesn't show up here at all. I don't know, not half the time, but like a third of the time. So oftentimes I see nothing. And then I have to actually sign out of the YouTube Studio, go into YouTube and see it. But here is held for review. Now, what I've done already is I've gone through here and I should have gotten rid of all the spam, which makes up, I would say, about 90% of what's here. And what you do is you look in here and it says, okay, Snake Dog 3 days ago, potentially inappropriate. Let's see what he said. The update to Marvel Unlimited made it even fucking worse. It was already a pile of shit. I don't know how they managed to turn into straight diary of the organizational system. And he goes, hate all, now for me, there's nothing wrong with this comment. I'm fine with it being on the comments. So I will hit check to accept it. But what probably triggered it here was, this, and then maybe diarrhea, maybe the three together. Don't know. But anyway, so we hit approve and now it will go out there. By the way, when I hit approve, I can no longer heart it unless I go back, turn off the scene comments, and then that's just an even dumber thing. So, okay, here's the next one. Now, this confuses everybody sometimes because David Galvez, this comment's okay. See, it's already okay, but it's this Alec Comics anti-Semitism does not equal Puritanism. Okay, I don't know exactly what he's saying. I'm sure it's part of this whole thing, but fine. Dumping Joe Bennett when it's okay. This is okay. And then he says, it's a high horse to call you out for being intellectually LO fucking L. Now, this is where I generally don't, I leave these alone. I don't, if they've been held, I don't have them go through. When somebody is actually trying to go at somebody else, I mean, generally, I know there's fighting, but I try not to when it really goes on, and this one goes on and on and on a little bit. Now, some of the things here are correct, by the way. This person's bringing out the Adrian Saif thing in here, and Marvel in the boot and everything else. But I feel better now having avoided using Google. All right. I feel better having gotten a little aggression out to someone who doubles and triples down on intellectual laziness. Hope we won here. I don't know. This one's a tough one because it's ending kind of happy, right? This person's clearly attacking the other person, but I don't know. It's not terrible. I mean, so sure. All right. This is an example of spam. I didn't catch it. All right. So this is a garbage account. I'm going to hit hide the user from the channel. They're gone. Retcon Doomsday Clock. Why is this held for review? Nobody understands. Here's another piece of spam I missed. We'll get rid of that. The bots. This artist is so damn important that Marvel could put Dan Slott on Iron Man again. I would buy it if Marco Cinchetto was the artist. Why is this held? Retro Pyro. YouTube decided this comment is offensive. Is it damn? I have no idea. Likely. Oh no, this is likely spam. How? Okay, don't understand. But this is the kind of thing YouTube does. So a lot of people sometimes mail me going, "Hey, you're suppressing my comments," and it's stuff like that. Like what? Okay, I didn't know Kingpin was saving the country. I don't know. Come on, my butt's been whipped. I don't know, all quotes and so. This guy's complaining about Joe Biden, but still, I don't know if there's anything really. I mean, a problem here. Again, there's no racism stuff. He doesn't like Joe Biden. And this person doesn't like Trump. Or maybe, I don't know. I can't tell, but okay, fine. Anyway, this is what I do. Oh, here's this Retro Pyro again. No such thing as a bad every sandwich. I will die on this hill. I'm feeling bad for Retro Pyro, who apparently is caught all over the place as spam, but this stuff is fine. This is spam. Anything that's a link and just a random word is spam. And there's another one. God, I went through this and tried to get, here's Retro Pyro again, who's just getting screwed. Remember that the opposite of love isn't hate, but indifference. That's true. Perch is right. Automatically a good comment. No, I'm just kidding. All right, this again, likely spam. There's nothing wrong with this comment. Now, this one is already approved, but since I approved the other comments, it's just going to sit there like a stupid thing for no apparent reason. Yes and no. Saw some of the videos he called out. Yes, they deserved it. It's different for you. Okay, fine. Nothing wrong there. Here's Retro Pyro again getting hosed. This one's fine too. This one's fine. See, so if I'm Retro Pyro, I'm thinking that Perch banned me because all this stuff's getting held here in held for review, but it's fine. So, all right. Here's one with a bunch of Brazilian flags and some comments. I don't know what this says, but I'm fine. Here's more spam that I missed. God, they breed. So anyway, so we can go on and on. Actually, oh, wait a minute. We're almost done. I think go back to what you said in earlier vids. Some people want okay, nothing wrong here. I hope, though, if you're looking at this, the point I'm trying to make is that what YouTube does to filter is insane. Again, this one, you may not agree with some of this stuff, but it's fine. Look at this one. Here's this person answering something earlier in the thread. By the way, another failure in this is it will show the first post in the thread, but not everything in between. So I don't know exactly what Flarblarb is responding to. It's something by James Neese, who isn't this person. But again, is there anything wrong with this sentence? No. Okay. Then we go, comments that may be offensive and been hidden. Oh, wow, there's a second layer. So let's show, oh no, this will, oh dear, it will contain language that is offensive. Let's see what's in here. Holy cow, there's a lot of it. And this one gets tougher. A fucking loser puts out there things that he can't even dare to insult audiences. What a damn loser. I'm not sure who he's talking about, but all right. Stop taking people that openly call themselves left-leaning seriously as a right-wing troll and actual retard. Okay. This person speaking generically, I'd approve it. Now, if this person is attacking somebody else and calling them a retard, I generally just leave it buried. So that's my. Other people have other lines. I tend to accept just about everything. Here's Don Lashholm. We already know what a complete asshole shitheads many of these people are. My do not buy list very long. Okay, fine. Anyway, we can go all the way down. I'm trying to find something that would actually keep out. This one's kind of bad. It wasn't garbage like you're dumb. This isn't the best. This isn't the best just sentence. I mean, these idiots take a long swig out of a glass of shut the fuck up and magically delicious and save their ass from a bunch of sure. I'm going to say no on this one. We'll just leave this one here. Well, since you hate my opinions, how do you stop replying? This looks like I'm in the middle of a fight. But anyway, you get the idea. I'm trying to find one here that is who the fuck cares what other people do. This one sounds like it's getting pretty heated, I guess. Go die. All right, that's perfect. All right. This person apparently did not like Joe Corallo and I doing highly questionable comic pitches, and this is his response to these joke comic pitches. Go die. So I'm not going to ban this guy, of course, but no, I'll leave go die off. There you go. Gatekeeper's going to gatekeep. They're salty because they broke asses canon. Okay. Again, don't see anything here that's wrong. Editors hate America when Captain America speed people up. Spot waffles. All right. This is what's getting here is that you see we got 1, 2, 3, or 4 words. That's going to get it. But still, again, I mean, I don't agree with all these sentences, to be clear. But, unless you're really going at somebody, I don't care. And generally, if you're going at me, you get more leeway. If you really start to get into this, like you start making up things I said, I'd have arguments with people where they just full on just start arguing some completely other, like they just start putting words in my mouth, and I'll just ignore it for a while. And if they just keep going like a deranged psychopath, and eventually I just bunt it. So here's something about racism. Anyway, we can go through this more, but I mean, okay, F Marvel, everyone against Joe B, stone the other motherfuckers I care. Fuck you again, Marvel. Okay, hate artist. Okay, look at this though. Actually, hate artist, haha, my God, these people are such losers. It's hard to even comprehend how lame these people are. Now, he is talking here about Marvel severing ties with Joe Bennett. But why is this in a super offensive? This wasn't just held for review. This was in held for review and super offensive. The worst word here is losers or lame. I mean, give me a break. Anyway, we can go all the way down. Look at all this stuff. This dude's a loser. Can't take himself. You look like just a big ass. Depending on, I see. Anyway, I hate assholes. Anyway, this is, and that's why you're a broke fuck. So this is an example. Again, I don't know. And sometimes when I do have time, I go through here and I actually try and investigate what's in the middle of this. But clearly, this person who's responding to Lazarus 1095 is going at somebody in particular for being a broke fuck. But anyway, there you go. That's what you have. That's what this looks like if you've ever wondered. I'll go through here and clear a bunch of this stuff back in. I normally do. I just don't do it every day because, God, it's a pain. It fills up. And the worst part is YouTube definitely is very confusing about what they put in here. But hopefully there's some insight. Maybe it didn't care. But anyway, behind the scenes look. Hope that's helpful. Who knows? It's a happy Sunday. Everybody, thanks for everything. I appreciate your little hate mail limerick. That's cool. But in all fairness, I think people keep using the soy beta male thing, and it doesn't land like you think. It isn't the best. If you're trying to really burn someone, I think that at this point, everybody kind of looks at the people who use those as I don't know. I was trying to explain to my daughter. She asked again, kind of in the cut between the part she was on earlier where she read it and here. And the best way to put it is I always kind of picture those people look like the lame pretend Luffy when the Straw Hats came back after the 2-year break and there was fake one-piece Straw Hats running around and Luffy was fat and stupid and kind of just wandering around and got his ass kicked. That's kind of always how it comes across to me, is people who are throwing that around. Anyway, you can do what you want, but thank you for the limerick. Anyway, there you go. Let me know your comments below, and thanks.
This is the bad place.